Hello, Warfighters, war is hell. Welcome to the very first episode of this new Arma 3 gameplay coming from the new scenario, Old Man. This is awesome. It just dropped not that long ago, and I've finally gotten the opportunity to sit down and play it, thanks to Brewer and also to Wolf for giving me the recommendation to go through this. This has been awesome, and I think this is really kind of showcases some of the cool stuff with Arma. But this is the introduction. As you can see, NATO's kind of reined in on its commitments, and so we're seeing CSAT spread here on Tanoa as there's basically a humanitarian crisis that has been going on recently, particularly with people experiencing malaria, and there'll be some other surprises, of course, with this, because I don't want to spoil most of this right from the outset, but some cool introductions and cinematics here as you're kind of seeing. Kind of gives you a little bit of a background on what's going on, and even though that I've gone through and played some of the other campaigns before, it's really cool to see how a lot of this stuff really does tie into each other in the Arma lore. Man, I'd love to make Arma 3 screenshots like that. I mean, obviously the guys at BI are going to have this stuff down and be able to create some really good stuff. And I think it's going to showcase itself throughout this entire scenario, too. This is one of the things that I like about Arma, with it being, out for over 6 years now. The fact that they're still working on it, still developing it, and, at this point in the game, you've got more that you can do with it than anything else. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to Old Man, because this is the culmination of everything that we've seen up to Arma up to this point. So. Oh, that's a name we're pretty familiar with, or a voice we're pretty familiar with. That's Miller. So we've gone ahead and we've set up a camera inside that bin that overlooks this campsite that we got some CSAT vehicles in and some CSAT personnel. All right. So already from the get-go, I'm doing some sneaky stuff. Yeah, give yourself a yawn, too. Oh, we're in a graveyard. I wonder if this is, like, some foreshadowing for what's going to come later on. Like, you bookend it with you start off in the cemetery and you end up in the cemetery. I know one of the premises is the quote that, you want to beware or be careful of old men in professions where young men die, or something like that. Anyway, basically, like, this guy has seen a lot of stuff. And yeah, I totally just slaughtered that quote, but you guys know what I mean. I'm going to be trying to do as much action with this as possible. This is a cool open world type of scenario that you can go through, make your own decisions and stuff like that. So as I'm presented with a couple options, I'm probably going to stick with just action packed, just because this guy, his background is awesome. French Foreign Legion. He's been on the island for a while. A lot of people know who he is. And we've got a couple different factions that we'll have to work with, and you kind of got introduced to a couple of them there. CSAT, who, if you're not familiar with Arma, or Arma 3 at least, is the primary adversary that you go up against. And then there's also a group on here that's kind of like guerrillas and stuff. We'll probably learn more about them as we go.
Yeah, I can't talk. Better you get over here now.
All right, so first thing, we've got to go to his house. I'm going to slaughter the French names in this. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Arthur, we got that. But some of the names of the towns and everything around here, yeah, we're gonna slaughter. Okay, so here's where... and the map's a little bit different. You can look on the left. It shows you the time, and it also gives you a couple different action items that you can interact with as things go on. But one of the things that's nice is it does give you some good locations on, or where your tasks are. Now, I've got my HUD very minimalist right now. Like, I've hit a lot of different things on here, and that's just the style that I like to play as. And so if I was playing on a different difficulty than what I am here, I'd be able to see where the location is. But this will add, I think, just a different level of complexity for me and difficulty just as I'm going through it. I won't have the clear idea of where I'm supposed to go. I'm going to have to continue to look at the map. But you can see just how this town has been beaten down. It's a very, like, poor area. The impact of malaria and stuff going around is really taking its toll. And with CSAT moving in, we'll see how it changes. But since I'm so used to going up against CSAT, I mean, this goes back to what I was saying earlier about just going full action. We're going to destroy CSAT. If I get the option to. But we'll see. Early on, I don't know if I will because, I mean, right now I don't even have, like, a weapon or anything. All right, so here's this house. Really wasn't too far from that position we were at just a little bit ago. Oh, yeah. L'Ensemble. That's the name of the guerrilla group. Hey, if we're going up against CSAT, I'm going to join them. But I wonder if there's going to be, like, take a peaceful route or take a non-peaceful route, especially with, you know, laws of war and the take that BI was taking with that. I wonder if there's going to be choices that are going to be presented to you in this, and if you'll be more rewarded for taking the more peaceful route. But like I said, we'll see as this evolves, but initially I want to go the full action route. All right, we're going to get back into the truck.
He's gone too far, let me tell you.
Who's gone too far?
Idiocy here. That's the real money I make, you know? So many mines like,
I'm looking in the rearview mirror. I'm just not randomly backing up here.
All mosquitoes. Infecting us, sucking up our blood. Bordel. Oh, look who's calling. Luca. Ta gueule, écoute. Je ne suis pas seul, je vais parler en anglais. Boy, who raised you to be so stupid? I found the explosive.
Oh.
Putain, what were you gonna do, huh?
Something about explosives here.
Wait. I don't want to know that. I don't want. What? You think Syndicat care about that? A revolution? L'ensemble, whatever. Like there's a difference. The hell you will. It's gone. We're getting rid of it. No, not you. Le Legionnaire and moi. You stay out.
Oh, that's cool. He's going to be known as Le
Mon
Legionnaire.
Dieu. You see what I'm saying?
All the more reason to go into this.
Abruti shooting on a megaphone and he thinks he's a guerrillero. And I'm out there, breaking my back for bananas. Literally, bananas.
Hey, bananas. That takes me back to Wilson.
That gangster with guns.
Like, and if you guys don't know, like, I've always, like, almost every unit I've been in, I drop bananas in people's bags.
So that's why I call you. I was thinking that you could make it go away.
All right, so I've got to take this C4 that he was talking about and just get rid of it. So we'll be starting off with that. Now the location of where I have to go is pretty far away, so I'm going to skip over just the sheer travel of it. And I'll probably do that a lot. There is a fast travel feature that is in the game that I will probably utilize, but I just haven't unlocked it yet. So at least for these first couple episodes, it's going to be a lot of me driving around. And again, I know that you guys would probably want to watch something else rather than me driving a vehicle, because I'm also going to drive this very, poorly, because I'm not going to honor or respect the speed limit here, and that's going to cause me to just crash into things that I probably shouldn't like this.
Les enfoirés, profiteurs. You see the IDAP stuff? The black market's flooded with it.
That guy's got IDAP stuff? Man, if I had a weapon, I'd take that from him. Give it back to the people who need it. Fighting for what's right here.
All right, take it slow.
Oh, we've got a save game here. I mean, something's coming up.
Checkpoint. Don't give them any trouble.
Oh, okay. Military checkpoint. We'll see how this goes. Because I've heard a few things that if you don't, like, pull... Oh, that just tilted over. If you don't do this just right, like, they'll engage you.
Stop us. Better pull over to the right, mate.
Okay, I see it. Well-constructed checkpoint, guys. Oh, see, there you go. I was actually just talking about something like this a little bit ago.
Never seen them use a drone before.
The guy in front of me, based off of my position, is going to go ahead and do a different animation. I was literally just talking about how we need something like this yesterday. Like, it would be really cool for people in helicopters to just have that added on there. Oh, and great use of the UAV, too. I wonder what they're scanning for. It doesn't tell me, but I can imagine that if I have weapons or this explosive that he's talking about, that's what will probably get detected. Awesome. Okay, so we got through the checkpoint. Really not too much to get excited about, but these are positions I'm going to have to remember because if I'm going full badass here, then I'm going to have to avoid them or take them out. But
and Syndicate, well,
see how
as
this
you
goes.
know, it's all political now. No way of telling what will happen.
So Arthur's been giving me a little bit of background on Syndicate and a couple of the other factions that we'll probably encounter through here.
Hideup's keeping busy. Rumor is they're getting sick too.
Yep, I gotta turn
Even
left
with
here.
the shots. You remember Dr. Drabeck? He says he ain't seen nothing like it. The malaria, I mean.
IDAP. IDAP is also the...
Kills in hours instead of weeks.
I mean, they can't use like
CSAT,
Red
got a
Cross
medical
or anything like that. So it's the
division with
humanitarian group
but no
that you've
one's
seen
giving
in
us
a
any
couple
answer.
of the scenarios that BI has put out recently for Arma 3. All right. So he actually lives off of a road. So I guess we've gone off-road already. We'll just kind of use this to drive up to where his house is. Come on, man. You don't have a road up to your house? All right, we're going to have to be a little tricky about this because we've got these trees in front of us and I don't want to damage the car or anything.
Here we are, mec.
I wonder if I'll get like a toolkit or something because I can guarantee that something is going to get broken here. I don't want to run over this guy's bushes either. Hey, look at that. Everybody's just staring at me, wondering why I came in that way. All right, so we'll get out.
Come on, I'll take
And
you to the shed.
okay, he's going to take me to the shed. All right, I'm going to follow you, man. Again, great use of kind of setting the setting here. You like go through these places whenever you're playing through Arma 3. Like the 21st Airborne is doing a deployment right now in Tanoa, and just having like the people and the assets here. I mean, it really gives a completely different vibe than like you know if you're just passing through a town or something.
It's just in there.
With the open door. All right, kitchen. Bedroom / living room. Oh, he said the shed. Oh, my bad. That's not a diss on your house, dude. I did not mistake your house with a shed. All right, what do we... Okay. I can imagine this box that says explosives, which if you've just got one C4 charge, why would you have a box clearly marked explosives?
I just transferred your money. It's there with interest. Consider it housekeeping, hey?
Thanks, dude.
Best you don't risk CSAT checkpoint. Not now you got something on you.
Oh, okay. There's some good instruction. Avoid the checkpoint at all costs. And I got a little bit of money out of it. Okay, so I was thinking about it. It's probably for my own benefit to know where the C4 is by just having a box that says explosives on it. So, totally get it. I hope I don't get, like, too into the realism side of it. Like, wait, why are we doing this? But, nope, it's good. All right. I think I'll try and take it back to my place.
Don't say it. I look like shit, eh? Yeah, well...
It's not a great
sleep.
conversation
All the
starter.
coughing and night runs and deals for artisanat. Oh, and the research. They talk about malaria, but this is inexplicable. There's parasitic protozoans, but no
Yeah, this is kind of interesting with all the things going on in real life.
A logical mutation. And you know what's
This is like
really
super
strange?
relevant.
CSAT are treating it like any other outbreak. I mean, make of that what you will, but me, I'm getting pretty nervous.
Thanks, man. Good talk. All right, so we're going to go get back in the truck, which should be right up there, and then we're going to start driving back to my house. Now, the house is going to give you a lot of helpful tools. I mean, you've got a place where you could sleep that allows you to save the game, and it's also got, I mean, you can speed up time, so there might be times where I would want to go out at night versus the day. complete certain missions and objectives. So it'll be nice. And I can imagine storage is another thing too. So with what I've got here with the C4, I can just use that. I never know when I'm necessarily going to need it. Aha, Miller's calling.
Santiago, this is Keystone. Listen. Intel from our remote surveillance. Looks like we got a hit. Good work. I'm going to send you the data now. If you're at home, check it on your secure connection. I'll call as soon as I can see the one-time link is active.
Okay, so there's something back at home. I gotta check my emails. I do that for work every day. I'm gonna do it in a game too. I'm just kidding. This has honestly started off being really cool. Like, I love how this is starting to play out. We're gonna take a look. Oh yeah, there's the checkpoint right there. So I think what I'm gonna do is backtrack and kind of use that opening, like starting there, and head southwest. Oh, what did I just... Oh, sorry, IDAP. I just ran over all their stuff. Whoops. Wasn't checking the rear view mirror there. I'll probably have to go into third person when I drive a little bit more with this. Okay, from here I got to find a good spot to start to cut across. Looks like we may face a couple challenges with terrain. Then also these stone walls will kind of pop up too, but yeah, see, we're just going to follow right down through here. It'll be my next area on the map, just to kind of drive to. Gosh, please don't flip over. That'd be terrible to just roll right there. Should have a way to get across here past these rocks. I'll just keep driving this way. Okay, here we go. I think we've got an opening that will get me to the other side. Just going to go slow to avoid rocks like that. And nice, here we go. All right, so all we have to do is just go down from here over to that point, and we will have completely circumvented the checkpoint. And actually won't be that far away from my home either. I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do, but you know what? I'm just doing it anyway. There's the road up ahead. Gonna take a hard right. Right here, and then the next point I'm gonna have to make a turn at is right there. Kind of get that, and then it should be just smooth sailing from here. You know, somewhere around here was that guy who had that IDAP stuff. Oh, there it is. He must have left. Anyway, so we made it home, and I may or may not have ran into a couple things. So that is why my truck is in crappy shape. Fortunately for me, there's another one here. So the Legionnaire has got multiple trucks. So this man, despite the look of his house, must be rolling in dough or something. Pretty similar setup house to what we saw earlier. Nothing too terribly fancy in here. But here's a storage crate, and we will drop the explosive charge in there. And then there's the laptop. So we'll take a look and see what Miller has got for us, or Keystone has for us.
Okay, Santiago, it seems you're in. This picture appeared 1 month ago in the news today. It's Tobacoro, a village no one ever heard of till malaria wiped it off the map. Here's the same photo, only enhanced. Note the stencil on the side of the container. Look familiar? That symbol was on a cargo truck we caught with our surveillance. Alright? Last image. You see? Our analysts believe it's linked to a biogenetic weapons program. In the light of the current crisis, you can see why we're so concerned. Anyway, rest up. More information still coming in. I'll call at 0630. Maybe we'll get some answers.
Okay. I'm sure that's going to be helpful as things go on. What I'll do, sleeping... I don't see a bed. Maybe the couch? Okay, that makes sense. We're going to use the couch to sleep. We'll set the time based off of when we need to meet. So, oh, dang. We're going to be getting a good night's sleep tonight. I'd love to be able to get something like this in real life, but I'm going to wake up right at 6:29. That's close enough. And then from here...
Legionnaire, open up.
I was gonna say, let's go ahead and end it right here.
Hello? Anybody home?
Oh, he's really like banging on my door there.
Come on.
I mean, let's be honest, it's not like I have a doorbell or anything.
Hey, situation.
It's a sitch.
People have started getting sick. The first calls came in last night. Since then, half the village has been infected. There are mosquitoes, but the salient symptom, it's not malarial. In every case, I've seen significant ulceration of the skin. Almost like an allergic reaction. Anyway, thing is, I can't treat it. I need medicine. Proper medicine. And not that cheap chloroquine shit. I need primaquine. And antibiotics. You know the plantation.
It's
south of
crazy
the
again with
old
everything
Templar
that's
ruins.
going on.
There's a
He
way we
mentions
can
that
contact
medicine.
someone there. Someone connected. But it's a quid pro quo kind of setup. And out of my comfort zone. If you could talk to him, maybe you can make a deal. I got to go. I got patience. We're hiding out in the jungle. Just remember what I said. We must have those supplies soon.
Okay, so that's going to be the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to try and help these civilians. We're going to get the medicine. So I got to meet with this contact. If it's outside of his comfort zone, I'm kind of curious what that specifically is going to entail. So anyway, that's going to be it here for this episode. We'll find out in the next episode exactly what's going to happen here and what the Legionnaire is going to be sent to do. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please comment. Tell me if you're enjoying this, if you think this is going to be a great series. I think it will because I have not been disappointed by anything that BI has put together for Arma 3. And with this kind of unique scenario, I think this is going to be cool. So thank you guys again for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell icon. If this is your first time, come back because we've got more of this coming up. If you've watched this all the way through, thank you so much. Put the word Legionnaire in the comment section below just so I know who's made it all the way through, and I'll, of course, respond. And thank you guys for watching this because that helps me a lot, too. Let's see. I've gotten everything. Thumbs up. Oh, yeah, description. You'll find Patreon. It's a great way to support me and the channel, and also the War is Hell Discord. Drop by and say hi. But anyway, that's going to be it here for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. War is Hell. You don't have to worry because Warfighters, I've got your six.